What are we gonna do with our lives, man? It's the question that young people have been asking for a very long time now. Apprenticeships, degrees, most people take a more traditional route like an apprenticeship as a cook or an electrician or studying business or law. But there is another way. In this video, we're checking out the most unusual apprenticeships in the world. And we're going to show you that there are opportunities to learn how to enter even the craziest professions. From secret agent training to military schools, all the way to rap school. If you're still looking around for your career, this might just be the video for you. So for all this and more, stay tuned right here at Wonderlane. If you could get paid to do any job in the world, what would you do? Tell us about your dream job in the comments. Let's get started with the most intense military training in the world. Navy SEALs are the toughest of the tough. They're bigger, they're faster, and they're stronger. SEAL training is so difficult that 80% of men drop out of training before they reach the end. This unit is the only military group that is trained for combat in the water, on the ground, and in the air. The entrance requirements alone, which consist of incredibly strenuous exercise, psychological exams, and intelligence tests, are so difficult to achieve that many fail before even getting started. Those who do make it in a basic training can expect 3 phases full of blood, sweat, and tears. In phase 1, the participants' resilience is tested and it is seen whether they are really up to the challenges that await a US Navy SEAL. Not only do they have to complete long-distance runs with heavy backpacks or swimming units in soldier's gear, but they also have to learn to keep their minds in check in extreme conditions. Phase 1 leads into the dreaded Hell Week. Here the trainees are pushed to their absolute limits, sometimes even having to crawl under machine gun fire or swim in the Arctic Ocean for extended periods of time. It's not uncommon for a large number of the prospective soldiers to walk at this point. In the second phase, the SEALs learn how to dive in extreme conditions and they receive a small amount of classroom instruction explaining the physics behind their methods. In the third phase, they're taught how to parachute and how to pilot a wide variety of vehicles such as tanks, speedboats, and amphibious vehicles. Only after completing all 3 phases do these trainees have the honor of becoming US Navy SEALs. Now let's move on to number 7, and a course of study that feeds into a career field that many young people are currently dreaming of: a professional rapper. Until recently, this was only possible through diligence and a bit of luck. But as of last year, there's a course of study that specifically aims to train famous rappers. The Academy of Contemporary Music is an elite university of music in Birmingham, England. Those who take the Rap and MC pathway course here are trained for 2 years in the areas of flow, lyricism, and delivery, as well as originality. In addition, seminars are offered in beat production and performance. However, there are a few tough requirements for this course of study, which ensure that not just anyone can enroll. Not only do you have to prove that you have a very good command of the English language, but you also have to put a fair amount of money on the table. Studying in England is not free. It's less expensive than college in the US, but tuition is still like 15 grand. If money is no object though, you could go to Rap U in Birmingham, England. At number 6, we have an advanced training option that is very different from others. While many young people do a year abroad after graduating from school to do charitable work, recently there's been a big pull towards China, more precisely to the Kung Fu schools of the Shaolin monks, i.e. the most respected martial artists in the world. In the Chinese region of Henan, there is an opportunity to attend the Zhao Long Wu Yuan Sports Boarding School, where 4,000 Chinese students learn the art of Kung Fu. The local students are actually trained here with a mixture of Kung Fu and academic lessons, but there are also educational programs for foreigners. They learn how to wield samurai swords, pointed spears. However, the main goal of this training is not to be able to defend oneself well or even to attack other people. Rather, it's about perfecting one's own body and learning to keep it under absolute control at all times. This advanced training is open to anyone who is interested in martial arts, whether the person has previous experience or not. Next, we come to a very mysterious training program: professional training to become a magician. To be a successful magician, it's usually not enough to just watch a few card trick tutorials on YouTube and then show them off to your friends. Almost every great magician has attended a magic school in the course of their life, where they not only learn the most spectacular tricks, but also how to present themselves properly on stage. At the Magic Academy in Pollack near Munich, Germany, you can train in 4 semesters to become a professional magician. You are first taught the basics of mental magic, illusion, and showmanship, and the most promising magic students are promoted in the 2nd year so as to prepare them for a magical career on stage. I apologize for that. I had to do it though. Next, let's move on to one of the most strenuous and nerve-wracking training programs in the United States, the Police Academy. If you want to be a cop, you not only have to be of legal age, but in some states you also have to have a lot of time on your hands. Basic training sometimes takes up to 4 years. The prospective police officers are trained in the police academies, and the hardest part of this training is not the many years of hard work, but the harsh training methods. To become a cop, you not only have to be physically fit, but also mentally fit. In order to keep a cool head at all times, one of the most infamous and serious methods of the police academies is utilized.
Drop.
The point of this exercise is not to be distracted in extraordinary situations and to remain disciplined at all times, even in the event of a rubber chicken attack. In addition to mental training, of course, physical fitness is also emphasized, and the prospective police officers have to traverse tough courses, do strength training, and run long distances every day to build stamina. On number 3, we have a facility that trains for a profession that every young man dreams of, professional athlete, and in this case, professional soccer player. Probably the most famous soccer school in the world is La Masia, the youth academy of FC Barcelona. Not only have stars such as Lionel Messi, Andres Iniesta, and Xavi been trained here, but this school also has a clear system that ensures that talented children eventually become superstars. At La Masia, the youngsters are not only trained in the famous tiki-taka system, i.e. the possession-rich passing game from which Barcelona is famous, but they also enjoy a very good education in case soccer doesn't work out. The daily routine consists of community breakfast in the morning, a training session at noon, school lessons in the afternoon, and another training session in the evening. In addition, the young people at La Masia live together in a house and share rooms so that they learn that success can only be achieved by working together. Fair warning, things are about to get a bit raunchy here at number 2 because we're talking porn stars. The porn industry is the most morally bankrupt and despicable industry on planet Earth, and it's driven by some incredibly sleazy men whose primary focus is on casting beautiful women. However, former actress Samantha Mack is trying to turn the tables. She founded a special boot camp. In Vancouver, Canada, Mack has been training motivated amateur actors for a few years so that they not only learn how to move better in front of the camera, but also how to last longer. She organizes the whole thing with professional actresses who train the male actors to last longer. At the end of the seminar day, there are gifts, such as consoles for the men who did the best. Sorry to get all high and mighty here, but I hate that this exists, as it is morally detestable. Finally, at number 1, we come to the GSG-9 agent training. The GSG-9 is the highest task force of the German police, and it's responsible for the country's security both at home and abroad. It's called into action, for example, when a German freighter is attacked by pirates in the Indian Ocean. The GSG-9 does one of the most dangerous jobs you can do. While they make more than most other police officers, they also have to severely limit their private lives and are not allowed to talk to their families about their missions. For these reasons, GSG-9 aspirants must undergo training that is more strenuous than any other. In order to join this force, one must first undergo traditional police training and then apply to a selection process where only the best of the best are considered. In fact, to become a GSG-9 agent, you have to be in optimal shape, both physically and mentally. Once you've established yourself as the cream of the crop, you can begin the 9-month extra training, in which you learn how to handle heavy combat equipment as well as how to open hijacked airplanes from the outside without anyone getting hurt. That's going to do it for our video on a few crazy alternative paths that you can take towards some less traditional careers. Be sure to let us know in the comments which one of these paths, if any, appealed to you. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Wonderlane for more videos just like this every other day.